Another day, another race, and yet another pro-Palestinian protest disrupting a major sporting event. But this time, the scale was unprecedented. The grand finale of La Vuelta A España, Spain's most prestigious cycling race, never reached its finish line. Why? Because thousands of protesters stormed the streets of Madrid, clashing with police, all over the participation of one Israeli team. And the result? A global sporting spectacle collapsing into complete chaos. And it raises a big question. Can international sporting events really stay insulated from political flashpoints anymore, or is this the new normal? Sports for decades has been defined by what we call last-minute drama. Manchester United winning games in the so-called Fergie time. Novak Djokovic stealing the 2019 Wimbledon from Federer in a marathon finish. Moments that proved that nothing is over until the final whistle is blown. But today, that spirit feels lost because now sporting events are not even being allowed to finish. Take a look at this. At the finale of the La Vuelta A España in Madrid, cyclists were forced to abandon the race. More than 100,000 protesters blocked the finish line. 1,000 policemen were deployed in a desperate attempt to control the situation, but instead of restoring order, violence erupted. Streets turned into a battlefield. 22 officers were injured, and this race was left in tatters. Now let's be clear, this did not come out of nowhere. The presence of Israel's tech-based cycling team had triggered protests all through the tournament. La Vuelta, once known for passion, endurance and sheer grit, has now become a battleground of geopolitics. Now, I know what you're thinking. These are just angry fans. Well, think again. Spain's own leadership has fueled the fire. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez openly praised these protests.
I was seeing earlier a Palestinian flag over there, and I wanted to say some things on that regard. Firstly, as you know, today the Vuelta A España comes to an end. Our Vuelta A España cycling race. And first of all, I'd like to express our absolute recognition and respect to the sports people, but also to express our admiration for Spanish people, which mobilizes for fair causes like the Palestinian one.
That was the Prime Minister of Spain. He even said the demonstrations made him proud. So when the head of the government validates the protests, can anyone be surprised that citizens turned Spain's biggest cycling race into a political rally? But those words did not just stay in Madrid. They sparked outrage in Israel as well.
Today, he encouraged demonstrators to take to the streets. The pro-Palestinian mob heard the incitement messages and wrecked the La Vuelta cycling race.
And cycling isn't the only sport caught in this crossfire. In chess, 7 Israeli players were forced to withdraw from a tournament in Spain. Why? Because organizers told them they would not be allowed to compete under the Israeli flag. Let that sink in. The Global Chess Federation, or FIDE, has not banned Israel. They banned Russia over the war in Ukraine. They've sanctioned Belarus, but Israel, FIDE still recognizes their participation. So how can a Spanish organizer override that? It's something that shows something deeper. Spain is taking a political stance that directly sidelines Israeli athletes regardless of what global federations say. And this is where the bigger issue lies. Sports has always been called the great equalizer, a field where nationality, politics and conflict take a back seat. But increasingly, we are seeing the opposite. Global sport isn't escaping politics anymore, it's being consumed by it. Cyclists couldn't cross the finish line. Chess players could not sit across the board. Fans could not separate competition from conflict. For now, Madrid sent a clear warning to the world. In today's climate, no sport is safe from geopolitics. And maybe this is the new normal that we're going to see going forward?
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktoren,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karj mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Kali radikali.
Japanese,
O 4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.